All right, everyone, get ready because today we are diving deep into one of the biggest UFO mysteries out there, the Nuremberg UFO Battle of 1561. You guys wanted to know more about this crazy event, and we are here to break it all down. We are talking hundreds of witnesses seeing something wild in the sky above Nuremberg. But what was it? We're talking shapes, smoke, fire, a whole crazy battle going on in the sky. So let's try to figure this out together.
Yeah, and what makes this even wilder is this all happened in Europe, right in the middle of the Reformation. I mean, think about it. You have empires rising and falling, the printing press changing everything. It was a time of total chaos and change.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like the world was already going crazy, and then bam, this thing happens in the sky.
Right. Imagine how mind-blowing the printing press alone must have been back then, like pure magic.
Totally. It must seem like anything was possible.
And with the printing press spreading the news, well, the Nuremberg event wasn't just some local thing. It was everywhere. Like it became this huge deal, tapping into all the anxieties and fascination of the time.
It's like it went viral, 16th century style. Okay, so enough build up. Let's get to the good stuff. What did people actually see?
Well, the broadsheet, which was basically their version of like Twitter or social media, it describes all these objects in the sky. But hold on, it wasn't just lights. They saw shapes like spheres and crosses, even cylinders. I mean, it's crazy.
Wait, crosses? Like they thought angels were fighting up there or what?
Yeah, not quite angels. They describe these things battling with smoke and fire, and some even crashing down outside the city. Imagine looking up and seeing that.
Whoa. Seriously, I'd be freaking out. It's like Independence Day, but like hundreds of years before the movie.
Yeah.
So, okay, what are the explanations for this sky battle? What do people think happened?
Well, some say it was, like a natural phenomenon, maybe a huge meteor shower or some super weird clouds.
Okay, space junk or a crazy weather day. But could those really explain those shapes and like an organized battle in the sky? It seems a little too, I don't know, choreographed for just random meteors, right?
Yeah, you've got a point there. Meteor showers don't usually have objects like changing direction and stuff. And then there's the idea that it was man-made, like maybe a really, really early fireworks display gone wrong or, some crazy military drill.
Hold on, a military drill back then with flying cylinders?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Oh,
Unless they were testing out some top secret Leonardo da Vinci invention or something, right?
right.
But you know what everyone's thinking? Aliens? Is there anything that actually supports that?
The alien theory is always tempting, especially when you look at the descriptions from Nuremberg and how they line up with modern UFO sightings, I mean, spheres, disks, lights moving all over the place. These are things people see all the time, even today.
So are we saying this could be like one of the first UFO sightings ever recorded? That's crazy. But why Nuremberg? Why then? Why would aliens have a space battle over this medieval city?
That is the big question. And it's a question that honestly throws a bit of a wrench into the whole alien theory. There's just no obvious reason. And that's what makes it so interesting.
It's like the universe just dropped this massive, confusing clue in the middle of history and then just like pieced out. So we've got natural explanations that don't quite fit, human explanations that are even crazier, and then this whole alien thing, which is awesome. But let's be real, it's mostly speculation. So where does that leave us? Are we just stuck with this big question mark over Nuremberg?
Well, not exactly. Even if we never figure out what happened in Nuremberg, the event itself has had a huge impact. I mean, those woodcuts from the broadsheet, they're famous. Like, they've become the image of UFOs. You see them everywhere in books, documentaries, even memes.
Yeah, you're right. Those pictures are instantly recognizable, like burned into our brains. But it's more than just pictures, right?
Oh, yeah, totally. The Nuremberg UFO battle, it's like it seeped into our culture. It shows up in literature, art, movies. Even today, it's like a touchstone for thinking about the unknown and all that. Are we alone in the universe?
Yeah, it's like this one event from way back then opened up all these questions. But what else could be out there? And it's not just Nuremberg, right? I mean, there have been other UFO sightings throughout history that have that same mysterious vibe.
Absolutely. And some happened right here in the U.S. Like, think about the Battle of Los Angeles in 1942. Middle of World War II, everyone is on edge, and suddenly there are these reports of unidentified objects over L.A. The military freaks out, starts firing everything they've got at the sky.
Well, hold on. They were shooting at UFOs during World War II. I mean, come on, wartime,
Right.
enemy planes, and then this mysterious thing in the sky. I mean, no wonder people were losing it. Did they ever figure out what it was?
Nope. Just like Nuremberg, the Battle of Los Angeles is still a mystery. Some people said they saw one big object, some said multiple lights, nobody really knows. Some thought it was a Japanese attack, some thought weather balloons, others thought mass hysteria. the official story. A false alarm because of the weather. But, well, not everyone bought that.
So another case of weird lights in the sky, no explanation, and tons of unanswered questions. It's like history is trying to tell us something, isn't it?
Maybe it is. And then, fast forward to 1997, the Phoenix lights ring a bell. Thousands of people across Arizona saw this, like V-shaped formation of lights moving slowly across the sky. And this wasn't just some small thing. This was national news.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. It was huge. And think about it, this was 1997, not the 1500s. We had cameras, radar, all this technology, but still, no one knows what it was.
Exactly. All that tech and still these things keep happening, making us question everything we thought we knew. Some people say the Phoenix lights were just military flares, but others say no way, they were way too big and they lasted way too long for that. And of course, there's the alien theory, which got even more popular because the lights came back over Phoenix in 2007 and 2008.
So we've got Nuremberg in 1561, LA in 1942, Phoenix in 1997. It's like we keep running into these cosmic mysteries, and we're still trying to figure it all out. It makes you think, are we just not supposed to understand these things?
That's a really good question. Maybe we're not supposed to have all the answers. Maybe it's about the journey, embracing the mystery and letting it make us more curious. The Nuremberg UFO battle and all these other weird events, they remind us that there's so much we don't know, so much to explore and wonder about.
I like that. It's not about getting a definitive answer. It's about the journey, the excitement of not knowing. And maybe someday we'll have that, aha moment, that breakthrough that explains it all. But until then, the mystery itself is pretty captivating.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And that sense of wonder, wanting to keep searching for answers, I hope that's what people take away from this, our little deep dive.
Absolutely. We started by asking what happened over Nuremberg in 1561. And you know what? After looking at it from every angle, I think the best answer we've got is, well, we don't know. But that's okay.
More than okay. It's awesome. It means there's still so much to learn, so much to discover. It keeps us looking up, keeps us asking questions, keeps us pushing the boundaries of what we think is possible.
It really makes you think, sometimes the best questions are the ones we can't answer, the ones that keep us guessing, keep us curious.
Totally. And that's what's so cool about stuff like the Nuremberg UFO battle. It makes us realize we don't know everything and kind of makes us okay with that.
Exactly. So, okay, last thought. Imagine you're there in Nuremberg, 1561. It's like just before sunrise, and you go outside and bam, the sky is full of these crazy objects, things you've never seen before, lights moving every which way. What are you thinking? What do you think you're seeing?
It's a question that, it could be any time, right? It could be 1561. It could be today. We humans, we always look up at the sky and wonder.
Yeah, we always want to know more. And hey, maybe, just maybe, someone or something is looking back at us, wondering the same things.
Now that is a thought, isn't it? Really makes you think about, well, everything.
It does. Well, that about wraps up our deep dive into the Nuremberg UFO battle. Hope you enjoyed exploring this crazy mystery with us.
And remember, this is just the beginning. Keep digging, keep asking questions, and keep looking up at the sky. You never know what you might find.
That's right. Until next time, keep those minds curious and those imaginations wide open. And hey, if you find anything new about the Nuremberg UFO battle, let us know. We'd love to dive back in with you for